It doesn't matter if you're selling print on demand. It doesn't matter if you're selling handmade. It doesn't matter what you're selling. The most important thing that you need to make sure is that you have products, or a few products even, that are being searched for on a regular basis and that are being purchased on a regular basis. The first plan of attack here for you would be to get into research mode and find products that you could create. Because if you only have one sale a month, I want you to show me then, and I'm talking like we can talk right now, I want you to show me, where is there proof that you should be getting more than that, right? Where's the proof? We need proof of sales. This is way different than just opening up a shop on a busy street and people are walking by and they're just going to come inside and see what you got to offer. It's different than that. People are coming to a platform like Etsy, like Amazon, like Walmart, wherever, and they're searching for something that they are interested in potentially buying. So this sets up perfectly the question that I wanted to answer today anyway, and that is, like, how do you crush Q4 sales? The first thing you have to understand is you need products that are being searched for, and you need to not just search for, but that are being purchased. And the way that you do that is you do research. So Everbee, we've talked about them. We're going to keep talking about them because that's a tool that I think every single seller needs, even if you only use it for 3 months or 4 months. You can look through the historical data of, millions of products that have sold in the past, but you have to look within your niche, or you need to find sub niches that are related to your products. The first thing that I'd be doing is I'd be trying to find the products that are selling, and I would try to recreate something that was like that, or that was going to satisfy that search. It doesn't have to be the exact product, right? If I'm seeing that people are buying farmhouse signs, I'm going to go and find signs that are popular, and I'm going to see how I can create something similar so I can start showing up for that search. And if I show up for that search, then I know there's a good chance that I might be able to sell some stuff. But if I only have this pool of people, there's like 10 people a month that are searching for the thing that you have to offer, and I get one sale, that's pretty good conversion rate, actually. But it's just a small pool, right? Or a small pond. So what we need to do is we need to open that up. So I see so many sellers. We've done 27 Etsy shop audits to this point right now. Out of those, there's always room for us to say, okay, you're not getting enough traffic. Why aren't we getting enough traffic? Well, let's look at your products. Well, we're looking at the products. Did you do research to see if there's anybody really buying these yet? Well, yeah, a little bit. But then we go and look at it and we're like, the numbers just aren't there. So we need to rethink, and we need to strategize on how we're going to be able to get traffic into your shop. And the way that you're going to do that is through research and really just spending time in that research mode to find 3 to 5. I like 3 to 5 products. And I always use this example because I think it demonstrates my point. If you have someone that is looking for, like, let's just say someone is looking for a gift for their husband, and that husband is into fishing, they're going to probably look, if they're not doing it online, they're going to look for a store nearby that sells fishing stuff, right? And then they're going to walk into that store and they're going to look for the thing they're looking, or that they want to buy. It's the same thing on Etsy. Someone's going there and they're like, fishing gift for husband, right? Teacher gift for math. It's a search base, but it's more than that. It's, okay, we get the searches, but where are the sales? So it's one thing to have the searches, but are people actually buying this item? So I know I went on a little bit of a rant there, but I've been wanting to really, really underscore, highlight, circle that in-demand products are your number one thing that you should be focusing on. Because if you do not have a few of those, your traffic is going to be very low. And if you don't have traffic, you can't get sales because no one can see it. You can have the best product in the world, but if no one sees it, they can't buy it. So if you have products right now that aren't selling, but you know that there's people out there that would like it, I agree with you, but they're not looking for it. So what we need to do is find products that they are looking for. We insert those into Etsy that will lead back to us in our shop. And then they can see our other products. And then we are able to sell them what they came in for, but then potentially what we also have to offer. That's my long-winded answer there. And what I wanted to share here, because heading into Q4, if you want to crush Q4, you're going to need some of those products. And that's where I'd be spending my time if you're not getting the traffic that you think you should be getting. And I would be focusing on finding those in-demand products. So make sure that you do that. You spend the time on that. It's going to be time well spent.